Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Rosy O, and today I'm going to do a quick 10-minute whip and shot on this beautiful rose that, yay, I'm getting ahead. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I really do appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, hope you enjoy the show. Oh, and if you can like, comment, and subscribe, I really appreciate that as well. So let me start my timer real quick just to make sure, as I probably say every time, make sure it's 10 minutes. Apologies for the, well, light. Ooh, yeah, I'm seeing the camera. Let me see if I can, oop, that made it brighter. Let me see if I can lower it a bit. And there we go. I think that's a little better. Oh, perfect. Sometimes my camera likes changing the lighting. I've been catching that every time I edit these videos. I have no idea why it does that. Sometimes it'll pick it up to be real bright, or sometimes they'll dim it really dark. And I do try to edit it, but sometimes it's on and off. It's I don't know what's going on with this camera. Ooh, sorry about that. So I'm moving on to this next color, which I found out it doesn't really have that much. I thought it's a pink, so I thought there would be a lot more moving up, but it's not. It's just this little section here and some up here. Thought that was interesting. It's this little arrow symbol, as you can see at the bottom. And my pen, I made sure to change the putty and everything, so I don't have what happened last time and randomly change it. But I think I should have kept using the same putty I've been using. Oh, I believe I might have grabbed the wrong pen. I believe. Yes, I did. Of course. It's always something. It's either a pen or putty, wax one time. Here's the funny thing. The reason I kind of caught that it was the wrong putty is because of the smell. And I'll explain why I said that. I own a lot of different putties. When I first started diamond painting, I went crazy, you know, as I've stated before, purchasing a bunch of paintings. I did the same thing for a bunch of accessories. And one of the accessories I kept buying a lot of was putty. I have no idea why. And mostly because I found out it was scented. So I bought a good number of them because I wanted to see, you know, if you're buying it online, you don't know what it smells like. You just read the description. You kind of have an idea of, oh, this one says, let's say, vintage rose, for example. So, you know, it's going to smell like a rose smell. Might be kind of strong because usually whenever I've purchased anything that says vintage, it's a little stronger. But I do like the rose smell, so that's why I purchased a lot of putty. Mostly because I was more curious of what it smells like. And it's when I first, as I said, started diamond painting, and I wanted to see if it really did smell like the way it was described. And some of them I did purchase, it did. And it surprised me. I kept wondering, how do they do that? And actually, this one has the correct wax. Yeah, I have a lot of pins. And one of them I did put fresh wax, another one I didn't. I don't know, every time I record I'm always off. And yeah, so I started purchasing a lot of putty, and I kind of found the box. I originally had saved them all. So, and yeah, I moved recently, well, not recently, a year ago? Oh goodness, I don't know. A little bit less than a year, I believe. I don't remember. Time flies by real quick. And I still have a lot of my diamond painting stuff in boxes because my new place I'm living is a little more limited in space. So I kind of planned it out that any items that I don't use a lot of, or if I have too much of an extra. Goodness, I cannot put these straight today. I don't know why. I just kept them in boxes in one of our closets, so if in case I remember, oh yeah, I remember I have all of these here, I can go and pick them up. And that's what happened with my putty. So I had them in another box because I kept using the same putty over and over. And you know how sometimes you just love using the same, well, for putty anyway, you just love using the same smell over and over. So that's why I wouldn't change it, and that's why I didn't think of changing it when I was using it. And I think I might have, apologies, I'm going to fix this putty because for some reason I think I might have overused it a bit. Or maybe this isn't the one I changed. Oh my goodness, it's always an issue with me, isn't it? So I was able to find this putty from this wonderful company that I bought a whole bunch from. Excuse me. And I thought, oh my goodness, I need to use this scent because I fell in love. I kind of forgot what everything smelled. So I fell in love when I smelled it again and I started using it. It wasn't this one. This is a different smell. It was another one I bought it during the winter. Not last year, the year before? Yeah, it was the winter right before the beginning of 2024. And 2024 is when I really started picking up and, you know, starting this wonderful channel with diamond painting. So I was already buying a bunch of accessories before I actually settled in moving forward with a lot more investment in diamond painting. But I just fell in love with the idea of it, and mostly because I wanted to smell them. So I'm real happy that I was able to find this putty. I'm going to see if I can use it up, because I'm not too sure how long putty can last. And I haven't any, apologies, I forgot how to talk today. I have not owned any putty that's really old. Like, probably all this putty I own is probably less than a year. So, and I always have, you know, I live in an air-conditioned apartment, so I always have a nice temperature control in here. It's never really, you know, too cold, too hot. So I don't think it would affect the putty. Oh, speaking of hot, oh my goodness, where I live today, it's 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And oh my goodness, I was dying. Even though I had the AC on and all that, where I diamond paint, I'm right next to a window. So, you know, sometimes you can feel it radiating off of the window pretty much. And oh my goodness, I need to put either another kind of curtain to kind of help, you know, keeping the heat from seeping into the room, or I don't know. I got to figure something out, because I was sitting here painting for a while and I had to turn on the fans, and the AC is running, but it's just, oh my goodness, it's just, I had gone used to it getting real randomly cold, but yeah, 100-degree weather made a comeback. And as I said, I grew up in this city, so I you know, I kind of got used to it, but then I moved up north, and or a little bit norther than where I previously lived. Got used to it always being cold, or a nice, you know, 70-degree weather. But now that I came back here, I kind of lost all of my, you know, years of heat resistance from living in this city. So I have to really get back to using it, the weather, and always remember, keep the fan on at all times. And mostly, even though we have air conditioning and all that, you know, light bills aren't our friends, so I always make sure to alternate between the AC and the fans, and make sure never let the cool air out, as the old saying is. So it's kind of funny having to keep that. I honestly wasn't going to talk about this. I honestly forgot. There was a topic I was going to bring up, and now I forgot. Oh, the putty. Okay. So I've been watching some other diamond painting channels, and there's this one channel I was watching that I was watching some of her older videos, and she found one of her kind of kitten chat videos. She was talking about when she was starting up her own kind of small business to sell putty. And it kind of reminded me that I too wanted to do that. I kind of wanted to, you know, set up my own little online store and start making my own putty. And actually, I never really moved forward, because at the time I couldn't really afford to buy all of the items to make your own putty. And also because I was a little worried that, you know, I'll start making it, and to myself, I think it's pretty good, but I'm worried that, you know, if I start selling it, that, you know, it wouldn't be, how do I word it? It wouldn't come off as a really good quality. But then I think that's all in my head. And I think it's more, you know, myself of being worried, oh, what if, you know, the product isn't you know, what if nobody likes it? And I think that's true for, you know, anyone who, you know, want to start their own little business, or, you know, anything they want to sell. You're just worried that, ooh, what if no one likes it and I end up making all of these products and I never sell anything. I had that fear when I first started selling crochet items of mine. I think it's anything handmade that we all get a little paranoid of. Ooh, I might like this so much, but everyone else not so much. So, and I think that kind of, I don't know, way of thinking. Ooh, why did I grab 3? I think that's what kind of stopped me from moving forward to selling putty. But I saw this channel, I saw that video, and it just kind of reminded me that I really do want to make my own, and I really do want to sell it, especially if, you know, if I make it and I'm really, really proud of it and happy about it. I really want to show it to everyone else in the diamond painting community. So stay tuned for that. I actually sat down and started writing down, you know, notes on how much it would cost for getting supplies, and mostly I would have to figure out, I'm probably going to sell on Etsy. I was thinking on Facebook, but I think it might be a little harder selling on Facebook. And I know that there's fees and all that on Etsy, but I don't know. That's the last part I would have to think about. I first need to sit down and make putty. Mostly because I really want to see what kind of scents I can make. I know I do want to do the usual, you know. I love pine smells, you know, that nice Christmassy smell. So I really want to make putty in that smell because I just really love that smell. A lot of my candles from my candle warmer, especially when it starts being holidays, I pick up a lot of pine, you know, wood smell. I just love that smell so much. And I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I'm going to make sure to, you know, put more variety and not make everything pine smell. That'd be interesting. There'd be so many different types of pine smell in all my putty I want to sell. I'm going to try real hard not to make, I'm not a big fan of like really sweet smells, but every now and then there's a couple sweet smells that I've smelled from other putties and other kind of, you know, body sprays and all of that, that they're not bad. So maybe I'll come up with a nice dessert smelling putty. And I don't kind of want to do seasonal smells because I don't know, it's just, I'm really curious and I'm really creative. So if I come up with a smell that I think, you know, that's really good, really nice, I'll probably put it out there for y'all to try. And it will have nothing to do, you know, thinking, how come she's putting a weird fall smell and it's spring? I do have that kind of way of thinking because I don't think of that. I just think, oh, you know what? Think of it as buying super ahead. You know, be prepared for autumn. Here, have a nice autumn smell in the middle of March because I am like that. So stay tuned for that. As I said, I just need to put everything together. And once I actually start making them, I'll make sure to show y'all. Mostly just to give y'all an update. I just have to put my first foot forward, as the saying goes, and get all the materials and sit down and actually start planning out how I want to move forward. And I'm not planning to, you know, sell this putty as, you know, as a full-time job type of thing. It's just as a side thing, just because I've always wanted to have my own little business, you know, have my own little thing to sell and all of that. And I'm still going to be, you know, I'm still working a full-time job because, you know, we have bills to pay. So stay tuned, as I said. And also, I'm thinking of a different name for what I'm going to put for the putty. Mostly because that's what I'll name my store. Because I kind of don't want to keep the same as my channel name. Because as you all see, my channel name's a little bit different and doesn't say anything with diamond painting. So that's why I'm probably going to put something different for my little putty shop. Putty shop, I kind of like that. Apologies, I'm kind of confused by this symbol. Oh, there we go. The arrow's a little thinned out, so that's why I wasn't too sure. And there we go. I got all of that color completed, and I always miss one or two of whatever color I was doing before. So I'm going to make sure to work on that. And ooh, I really like this. So let me turn this off. Oh yeah, you can see the little pink transitioning from the red. It's right here, moving from here to here. And apologies, I did not zoom in. I just started painting and just painting. But as you can see, this wonderful pink is already changing, and it's going to start moving up the rows. The next color is another really subtle pink. That's this little symbol here, and number 7, because there's a lot of it, is going to be a darker pink. I'm really excited about that. And oh, apologies, I believe I hit 15 minutes. These are supposed to be 10-minute. I always do more. Sorry about that. And I do apologize. I did not zoom in more, so I hope you all were able to see, well, the painting and all of that. But stay tuned for any updates I have for everything I just talked about today. And sorry, it was all putty today. Sorry about that. And again, if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I really do appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, all I ask is if you can do the usual. If you can like, comment, and subscribe, I really appreciate that as well. Really helps put the channel out there, and it really allows me the opportunity to show all of these wonderful diamond paintings we love to do. Beautiful roses and all. And again, thank you for your time, and have yourself a wonderful day. Thank you.